Hi YouTube. Today I thought I'd start a series about how to gain speed in your playing. A lot of technical problems revolve around playing quickly, fast passages, whether it's scales or arpeggios, in your music or whatever else that you've got that you need to execute really quickly. And there's a lot of unfortunate practice habits out there about how to do that. So I thought I'd address, starting with what not to do, okay? And we'll do the rest of the series on what to do instead. So the first thing, what not to do, is called what I call the metronome ramp-up practice. And it works like this. We're going to be using the Bach Prelude number 21 in B-flat major. You'll hear me play bits of it in a minute to demonstrate for this video. And the metronome ramp-up practice works like this. I'll just show you how it works. You pick a metronome speed that sounds nice and comfortable and easy. We're just going to use the first two bars and you play through it, okay? Okay? Nice and easy. So we ramp it up. Crank that thing up. Okay, and we crank it up some more. And typically when people do this, they'll crank it up one notch at a time. I'm cranking it up like 5 notches or more at a time. I'm going really quickly. Okay, so we'll do it again. Okay, there were some wrong notes in there, so it's starting to not be so good. But they'll ramp it up some more, because this piece needs to be played fast, right? If it's worth doing fast. Okay, that one I don't think I even kept up with. I wasn't really paying attention real closely to it. But you could ramp it up even further. Let's do that. Let's turn this thing up to the maximum. My metronome goes to 208. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, totally fallen apart. That was a dumpster fire. And that is why you don't do this. Now, the reason a metronome ramp-up practice, like I just demonstrated, is a really colossally bad idea, there's several reasons. One, it promotes stress and tension, both mentally, so I'm trying to keep up with this speed minimum here. I'm feeling the stress. Two, because of that stress, it's going to put tension in my bodies. I can feel it in my shoulders right now, even just doing that for a minute to demonstrate it. I feel the tension in my shoulders building up, my forearms, my hands. When there's tension like that, I'm not going to be able to play as fast as I want to, which is counterintuitive and counterproductive to what I'm trying to accomplish by doing that in the first place. Okay? Third, it puts you in a position where you're practicing right at the edge of where you fall apart. You don't want to perform right at the edge of falling apart. When you perform, you want to be performing in a way that looks effortless and simple and easy and fun. Okay, I need to practice that again because now I've just built all the bad habits demonstrating this. But you need to do it. Maybe I'll slow it down a little bit. Okay, still some wrong notes, but it's getting better. So what's the metronome for then if it's not for ramping things up? I'll show you what it's for. It's for literally exactly the opposite of that. So this piece, and this is a good illustration now because I've just kind of harmed the way that I play it by doing the metronome ramp-up practice. The way to fix the damage I just did is to use the metronome to enforce very slow practice. Okay? I'm not saying all slow practice needs to be enforced by a metronome, but if you're having a passage that you're having the trouble maintaining the discipline to keep it slow, use a metronome to enforce the slow passage. So we're going to set this super slow. We're going to set it at 60. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. That feels good. Now, I would not then click this up to 63 and 66 and so on. If I'm practicing this piece in say 2-bar sections like that, and I'm doing slow practice, I'd do a couple of repetitions, just like I just did. And I would keep it slow. The main reason for that is that metronomes are not for building speed. How do you go about getting it to speed? Well, I'll show you in another video, the rest of this series. But I wanted to address what not to do so you don't waste your time on metronome ramp-up practice anymore. So, to review, metronome ramp-up practice, really bad idea, don't do it. Instead of using the metronome as a speed minimum with which you must keep up, use it as a speed limit to enforce the slowness of your practice that you're doing very deliberately. And now I'm not saying you have to keep it at a snail's pace either, just at a slow, very comfortable, very easy pace, because if you practice in a way where you've got lots of margin, lots of comfort, lots of ease, lots of effortlessness, then that's how you'll perform. How you build speed, we'll get to that in the next videos. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck with all your pieces.